A life without music is not a life worth living.
There's just so much you can do with music. It gives you so much happiness with it and so much knowledge about so many different areas.
Check 1, 2.
This is the inaugural Yamundi School of Rock, inspired by the movie School of Rock, which is really cool. Just to make it fun and focus on great Australian music, and to allow kids to see it as a legitimate career path potentially. But also that making new friends, making new social networks and experiences, getting to learn from full-time musicians who live on the Sunshine Coast.
The Yamundi School of Rock is a really great program because it teaches children how to unlock their inner rock.
My mum encouraged me to do it because I was a bit nervous at the start.
Why were you nervous?
Because I wasn't sure how I'd go. Like, I wasn't sure if anyone would be better than me or if I'd be terrible compared to everybody else.
He used whatever he had access to and really practiced really hard the night before the audition. And on the day, didn't you? You went into the side room and you practiced on your own for about 2 hours to learn that Jet song.
Originally, I auditioned for the acoustic guitar, but since they were running short of bass players, so they put me in bass, which is a great experience so far. It's perfect for my fingers since they're quite long.
We have some individual lessons, just one-on-one, and then we've got some group band lessons. So the kids are split into 3 bands, and they'll have band rehearsals with myself and the other teachers here, working up to the big concert on December the 9th, which will be awesome. They'll be well and truly ready by then.
I am singing and playing bass in one song, and I'm just playing the bass for the rest of them.
I just like that idea that you have to want to be here, you have to want to do it, you have to get the courage up to audition, and you have to learn the tune, and you know, you have to show up and do your best, and yeah, the kids rocked it. So
they'll get a bit of a shock, I think, at the start as to how it sounds.
It's a good learning opportunity, I think, getting to work with Shannon and that, and getting to work as a group, I think, is good.
It feels good inside because it's probably the biggest opportunity to play in a band, and it's probably, I might not get to, I might play in one again, but not for a while after this is finished maybe.
Getting them all together, especially at this young age, you know, it's such a big thing to be in a band.
The biggest thing I'm going to get out of in the School of Rock is an experience playing with other members, since I've never done that before, and I think I'll really enjoy it.
I think we've got enough time, you know, there's 6 weeks to go, and I think they're all just going to jump straight into it and just be so excited to do it.
Now I'm having individual lessons with Owen Newcomb. He's a really great teacher, and next week we're going to join up with the whole band for an awesome gig.
I think some of the hardest things are going to be how they work together as a group.
Righto, so let's just have a...
And also just the idea of playing in time together is challenging.
1, 2.
I know.
next week's the first rehearsals, so we're all going to have a band in each end of one in the music room and one in each end of the C block, and we'll finally get to hear what the bands all sound like together. We'll get to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Wow, you guys are getting nailing it straight away. Happy days.
I'm ready already.
You've already got the stick twirls happening. That's brilliant. Well done.
I don't like band B.
No, I don't think Band B is cool at all, is it? But that's something to think about over the next couple of weeks. Because once you've got a name, you can hang your moniker off that.
Last week we worked out what the band names were, which is probably one of the most important things of starting a band. And what was the band called again?
Highway Roses.
Highway Roses. And what's that stand for?
Roxy. That's all our names. So Roxy, Oscar, Sophia, Ewan, and Zach.
Wow, Highway Roses. Roses.
Come on, Rosa.
The story with my daughter is that I've been paying for piano lessons for years and saying, practice please, practice. And she hasn't unless I drag her to the piano. And from this experience, she's morning, night driven, like, and so excited. And she gets back from practice at like 7 at night and she said, Mum, I'm just so pumped, it's just the best thing ever.
I think what surprised me the most is the fact that all these kids are willing to work together as a team and be in a group and really encourage each other.
I like having to be part of a group because I just be by myself as I usually am.
The best part would have been practicing and just getting in the groove to the song and having fun.
Makes me feel really happy and comfortable, like I've been transported to another world and it's just much better than the reality.
It's a great experience. It's getting into the band is tough, but we're all doing really well.
The difference is that I've learned how to play with the band and continue, even if they slow down, to keep the pace up and just continue to keep going when there's lots of noise.
Everybody, as you are aware, there's only a few more weeks left till the concert, so it's crunch time.
The biggest challenge, I think, is looking up at the audience and making sure that I can play all the strings correctly.
I'm looking forward to the final product of everyone together in the hall, and I'm sort of scared of stuffing up maybe one word or play the wrong notes.
We've got 2 weeks left until the big concert, and we've been separated into different bands and learning different songs, and there's even the trumpets have their own band.
1, 2, 3.
The trumpets and the horns, really, it's just like the extra little part of making some awesome music, and it's just like there to just make it extra special and extra cool.
They're born performers, so it's not too hard for me to come in and direct them a little bit. So yeah, it's just about looking at the different instruments and what they are like on stage typically in a rock performance. So you've got the really cool bass guitar, you've got the rocking out guitarists, they often talk to each other on stage with their instruments. The drummer, we're working on some tricks with his sticks. The vocalist has to tell the story and bring it all together. So yeah, I mean, working with them to really feel comfortable with their microphone or their mic stand, or without anything when they're not singing, what else do they do on stage? But yeah, they're really fun, they're good kids.
I've really got to know the instruments that I like to play, and it really makes me feel happy.
I think it's best to learn that everyone works together and we all try our hardest.
At the end of every rehearsal, we pack up the different rooms and combine them together for one big rehearsal room where we run through the Midnight Oil song. This is it, the mad scramble to set everything up in time. They're all learning to, I suppose, respect when OJ's speaking or anyone's speaking, and we're kind of getting to the point where we can get the point across, and that kids all listen, and we get to run through the particular parts we need to, and yeah, it's a big band. 19-piece band is huge.
Really coming together, and I don't know, they're just really rising to it. You know, they've learnt their parts. A few little bits we need to work on, but overall, it's just sounding really strong. And you know, that last rehearsal gives me a lot of confidence going into the concert. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
When I think about the performance, I feel nervous but also really excited.
I think they're going to be loose cannons in the best way possible.
It's so awesome that this is the opportunity I think has come to the school and to the area to see these young kids get involved like this, because every week when I've come, they're all so excited.
I get so emotional because the journey has been amazing.
My dream is that it keeps on going and you know, the kids get bigger and better and the school gets bigger and better and the concerts get bigger and better, and this becomes a really legitimate, important part of the Sunshine Coast music community.